And the Voice Arts Award goes to Stacy.
Joe Cipriano, living on air.
Hey, what's your name, kid?
Dave Cipriano,
30 seconds to go.
yelled the stage manager.
Cipriano, huh? Do you run that restaurant, Cipriani's, on Fifth Avenue?
The audience laughed.
20 seconds.
I said, no, I missed out on being a millionaire by having an O on the end of my name instead of an I.
10 seconds.
From the stage manager.
Quick, kid. So, what do you want to do when you grow up, kid?
I had to answer honestly. Well, I'd really like to have your job, Mr. Pardo. The audience laughed.
5 seconds.
Good luck with that, kid. I ain't giving it up for a long while.
This is so cool to actually get it from such good friends, Chuck and Stacy, who have been such great friends of Ann and mine. Living on Air, the book, was something that started because I wanted to do something with Ann, with my wife. And she's a former news producer and writer. And so I would keep coming up with ideas of, something we can do together. And she went, nah, I don't think so. When I came up with the book, she said, yeah, that's something that we can do. So we worked on it for, about 3.5 years. And then when it came time that we were going to do the audiobook, we searched and searched. Scott Brick wouldn't do it, so I was the cheapest guy for the job, so I ended up voicing it. And I just have to say that, first of all, thanks to my lovely wife for collaborating with me on the book and the 60,000 words that we actually put down to paper and then recorded. And being a promo guy, I was really concerned that, doing an audiobook, which I've never done before, would be very difficult. So I was fortunate enough to get Marice Tobias to direct the book, and she was absolutely fantastic. Greg Chun, who is a great voiceover artist and also a composer, did all of the original music for it because we wanted to do something different than just an audiobook and make it more like a radio play. And then all of that great production was put together by A.J. McKay, who did such a fantastic job. So this is really an honor, and doing the book, I reconnected with people from my past. I tell a story about when I was 14 years old, the first person I met in radio, this guy named Jerry Wolf, who I lost touch with, and I actually thought that perhaps he had passed away. I didn't know where he was. I hadn't seen him in 40 years, and because of the book, I actually got in touch with him and met him and chatted with him, and he had no idea of what he meant to me, and it felt so good to be able to let him know that his mentorship really meant so much to me. And people like Lori Allen's dad, Elliot Denneberg, who had an amazing, wonderful agency in Washington, D.C., and hired me for some of my very first voiceover commercials. And in telling the story, Elliot got back in touch with me, and I said, wow, Elliot, I haven't talked to you in 30 years. And he goes, yeah, maybe you know my daughter, Lori Allen. I was like, what? I had no idea. I've known Lori for ages, and I had no idea that there was this connection. So wonderful things happened. So I encourage you all to go after your dreams. But really, what I would like to say is, thank you very much.